Rusty shelves and worn-out paper breathe their cedar linen sigh. Every spine becomes a doorway while the quiet passes by. Among the books, borrowed silence grants the mind release. I let the room grow tender while the quiet starts to sing. In this slow and paper-scented room, let thought become a stream. Let the old jazz hold the evening. Let the warm room slow my mind. In Lisbon, time is softer and the restless world grows kind. I can read, I can dream, I can drift and breathe again. Coffee writes a silver ribbon in the sunlight by the pane. Old blue tiles remember softly every winter, every rain. Pages turn like little sailboats drifting through a calmer hour. And Lisbon keeps my heartbeat in the hush of stone and flower. In this slow and paper-scented room, let thought become a stream. Let the old jazz hold the evening. Let the warm room slow my mind. In Lisbon, time is softer and the restless world grows kind. I can read, I can dream, I can drift and breathe again. There is no hurry in this corner, only velvet, wood and steam. Every chair and every window holds the edge of some old dream. Muted horns and gentle footsteps move like shadows on the floor, while the city hums in sepia just beyond the cafe door. Hear the low bass walk in circles, hear the brushes kiss the snare, hear the windows breathe with harbor wind and candle-scented air. Nothing loud and nothing urgent, just a lantern-colored sweep of a vintage song in Lisbon, leading gently into sleep. In this slow and paper-scented room, let thought become a stream. Let the old jazz hold the evening. Let the warm room slow my mind. In Lisbon, time is softer and the restless world grows kind. I can read, I can dream, I can drift and breathe again. If the day becomes too crowded, let the melody remain, like a tram bell from a distance or a soft persistent rain. I will stay with these small comforts, with the cup between my hands, till the lamp glow and the moonlight fold the city into sand. In this slow and paper-scented room, let thought become a stream. Let the old jazz hold the evening. Let the warm room slow my mind. In Lisbon, time is softer and the restless world grows kind. I can read, I can dream, I can drift and breathe again. Stay a little longer, stay until the candle sleeps. Soft piano fading, muted trumpet answering, brush drums like distant rain. Night settles over Lisbon. Morning light slides across the window pane, silver spoons and porcelain in the rain. A waiter moves as if he knows the tune. The city wakes beneath a pale blue noon. There's a hush between the cups and chairs, a little dream suspended in the air. In old Vienna, where the coffee steams, we gather up our faded golden dreams. Soft jazz circles through the candle glow, and time walks slowly where the old trams go. A lady reads a letter by the wall. Two friends exchange a laugh, quiet and small. The pastry case shines under amber light, and every face looks softer, warm and bright. The marble tables keep 1,000 tales of whispered names and winter-coated trails. In old Vienna, where the coffee steams, we gather up our faded golden dreams. Soft jazz circles through the candle glow, and time walks slowly where the old trams go. Granite like smoke above the room, a violin dissolving all the gloom. Outside the street is damp with gentle grace. Inside the hour lingers in this place. A clock above the mirror marks the day, but nobody is rushing far away. The pages turn, the little teaspoons chime, and every note is honeyed, slow and fine. In old Vienna, where the coffee steams, we gather up our faded golden dreams. Soft jazz circles through the candle glow, and time walks slowly where the old trams go. Good night to streets of stone and cafe light. Good night to all who linger through the night. In old Vienna, where the hours softly flow, the jazz remembers all we used to know. The grinder turns and coffee fills the room with something like an answer to the gloom of any morning that might feel too gray. And someone puts a jazz record on to play. The trumpet comes in bright and perfectly, The bass swings in to set the rhythm free, and suddenly the kitchen is a place where morning finds its comfortable grace. The smell of coffee and the sound of jazz are everything a morning ever has. Two senses met with satisfaction deep, a reason to get up instead of sleep. The smell of coffee and the jazz combined are the very best I'm going to find to start the day with everything I need. A little rhythm and a bean to grind. I pour the dark brew in a favorite cup and let the rising warmth come rising up against my face like music from below. The place where all the best mornings go. The piano and the coffee understand each other like the heart and like the hand. Inseparable as rhythm is from beat, they make the morning whole, they make it sweet. The smell of coffee and the sound of jazz are everything a morning ever has. Two senses met with satisfaction deep, a reason to get up instead of sleep. Before the email and a list of things, before the day unfolds its heavy wings, this is the hour I protect for me. Coffee, jazz, and absolute tranquility. The fragrance rises, the piano swings, and this small morning has the greatest things that life can offer if you know to look. A cup, a chord, and time enough to cook. The cup is empty and the record's done, but I'm already in it, I've begun. The kind of day that coffee and jazz start, with rhythm in the body and the heart. Tomorrow morning I will do the same. Put on the record, set the coffee frame. The smell of beans, the sound of piano keys, the only morning ritual I need. Coffee and jazz on a slow morning. No better way to greet the dawning.
They say the fire started in the kitchen after close, when the saxophone player was packing up his clothes. The flames found the piano first, the way that fire does. Then everything that made the Roseland what it was. The records on the shelf above the bar went one by one, each title a small biography of someone's favorite run. Coltrane and Bill Evans and a lady singing blues. The fire took them all like it was taking something true. The music played one extra night inside the fire, they say. The records cracked and sang themselves before they burned away. The jazz club that burned down in '58 still plays in the memory of everyone who sat inside its haze. A trumpet player on the street outside said he could hear a song he'd never played before, but somehow held most dear. The fire department said it was the wooden beams at night, but the musicians knew a different story in the light. They built a parking lot upon the lot where it once stood, as if the only answer for a ruin is something good. But on the 1st of every January, someone leaves a flower pressed against the asphalt in the cold and quiet hour. The music played one extra night inside the fire, they say. The records cracked and sang themselves before they burned away. The jazz club that burned down in '58 still plays in the memory of everyone who sat inside its haze. Leave the flower on the asphalt, let the memory burn right. Some jazz clubs live forever in the ash and in the light.
At the end of a 9-hour shift, she takes her shoes off slow. Beneath the counter in a corner that the customers don't know. Her feet have walked 1,000 miles from table 4 to 3, and every step was carrying more than coffee and pastry. Heard about a birth today from table 6 at noon, and table 2 was grieving someone lost too soon. She nodded at the right parts and refilled without a word, carrying the weight of everything she shouldn't have heard. She carries more than orders in the balancing of the tray. She carries all the fragments of a dozen different days. The waitress at the end of her shift is more than what you see. She's holding up the architecture of your cafe memory. Manager once told her that she should smile a little more. She smiled a smile she saves for things she's heard before. Her smile is not a uniform, it comes from somewhere real, from genuinely caring what the tables choose to feel. She leaves with tips enough to take the long bus home, and on the ride she's one more woman, beautifully alone. With all the conversation days and the years, and probably a song inside she's carried through the years. She carries more than orders in the balancing of the tray. She carries all the fragments of a dozen different days. The waitress at the end of her shift is more than what you see. She's holding up the architecture of your cafe memory. Thank the waitress at the end of every shift you make. She's carrying a little of the world on what she takes. Slow afternoons begin at noon, when sunlight tilts across the room, when chairs are warm and pastry sweet, and spring breeze softly through the street. The clock above the register seems kinder than it was before, and in the doorway wearing cream, you enter like the center of a dream. No rush, no crowd, no anxious air, just blossoms waking everywhere, and one old cafe holding space for grace to meet another grace. Slow afternoons begin at noon, with muted trumpet, gentle tune, with coffee dark and windows wide, and a little springtime at your side. Slow afternoons begin at noon, in Bruges beneath the pale blue moon, still hidden in the day somewhere, like love before it calls itself there. Outside sells peonies, a cyclist coasts with velvet ease. The waiter folds a towel white, as if preparing for delight. You open up your book halfway, then let it rest and drift away, because the room has made its claim to be remembered more than named. There's beauty in the middle hours, in polished wood and market flowers, in letting one fine moment stay without demanding where or why. Slow afternoons begin at noon, with muted trumpet, gentle tune, with coffee dark and windows wide, and a little springtime at your side. Slow afternoons begin at noon, in Bruges beneath a pale blue moon, still hidden in the day somewhere, like love before it calls itself there. Later the streets will fill and turn, later the lamps will start to burn. But now we own this softened place, where every second learns your face. And if I ever lose my way, I'll find it in this old cafe, where noon became a quiet art, and spring sat down beside my heart. Slow afternoons begin at noon, with muted trumpet, gentle tune, with coffee dark and windows wide, and a little springtime at your side. Slow in Bruges beneath a pale blue moon, still hidden in the day somewhere, like love before it calls itself there. So let the city roll and swoon, for slow afternoons begin at noon. Slow afternoons begin at noon, when sunlight tilts across the room, when chairs are warm and pastry sweet, and spring breathes softly through the street. The clock above the register seems kinder than it was before, and in the doorway, wearing cream, you enter like the center of a dream. No rush, no crowd, no anxious air, just blossoms waking everywhere, and one old cafe holding space for grace to meet another grace. Slow afternoons begin at noon, with muted trumpet, gentle tune, with coffee dark and windows wide, and a little springtime at your side. Slow afternoons begin at noon. Rain on the panes, lights on the canal, coffee in the dusk. There is blue on the canal and golden doors, a perfect half of sorrow, half of peace. At the window hangs the shimmer of the storm, yet in this room the world is all release. Old film colors soften every face, brown cafe walls hold shadows tenderly, and from the speakers comes a velvet tune that sounds like rain remembering the sea. And the room grows warmer as the shadows fall, like the city saved a little peace for us all. For the night in the coffee cup, let the old jazz fill it up. Amsterdam in the rain-washed gleam. You are memory, you are dream, you are every lantern on the waterline, every note that says the evening will be fine. Past the trams and bridges, past the glowing signs, the quiet narrow houses lean and wait, as though they know that some hearts travel far only to find stillness by a rainy gate. Here a smile is small but honest as the light. Here the tables know the names of tired hands, and every chord descends like evening fog across the oldest and the kindest land. For the night in the coffee cup, let the old jazz fill it up. Amsterdam in the rain-washed gleam. You are memory, you are dream, you are every lantern on the waterline, every note that says the evening will be fine. Nothing is loud here, nothing needs to be, just the rustle of a coat, the hiss of tea, and the city breathing softly through the rain, as if to tell us we may rest again. Amsterdam in the rain-washed gleam. You are memory, you are dream, you are every lantern on the waterline, every note that says the evening will be fine. Keep this on beneath the windows glow. Keep this room where quiet people go. Keep Amsterdam alive in dusk and steam, a vintage frame around a softer dream.
Pull up a chair and sit beside me at this corner table here, where the SMØRREBRØD is stacked in layers and the Carlsberg cold and clear.
The herring on the rye bread with the onion rings on top, and the jazz quartet is warming up, and nobody says stop.
The radishes are thin sliced and the butter is whipped pale,
and the candle on the table
is as amber as the ale.
And the waiter brings a second round without a word between,
because he knows that in this cafe
you know just what he means.
SMØRREBRØD and slow jazz,
the Danish way to be,
where the open sandwich opens
something in the memory.
The saxophone is breathing
and the evening has no end.
SMØRREBRØD and slow jazz.
Oh, come back around again.
There's a gravity to pleasure
when the rye bread holds the weight
of 100 years of tradition.
On a Tuesday getting late,
and the beer has been fermenting
in the deep and copper vat
of a brewery on the waterfront.
And that is simply that.
The jazz in Denmark carries all the weight of Nordic dark,
The long winters and the candlelight,
and silence in the park.
but tonight the music leans toward warmth and takes the cold away.
And the SMØRREBRØD and slow jazz
Is the only thing I'll say.
SMØRREBRØD and slow jazz,
The Danish way to be,
where the open sandwich opens.
something in the memory,
The saxophone is breathing,
and the evening has no end.
SMØRREBRØD and slow jazz.
Oh, come back around again.
The plates are mostly empty,
And the carafe nearly dry,
but nobody is moving,
and nobody says goodbye,
because the jazz is still breathing,
and the candle's still alive.
and SMØRREBRØD and slow jazz
Is the reason to survive.
SMØRREBRØD and slow jazz. SMØRREBRØD and slow jazz. SMØRREBRØD and slow jazz.
April leans across the window pane, gold on the canal, then gold again. A rose in a glass by the sugar tray, and Ghent turns soft in the middle of the day. In this 1960s cafe, bossa jazz crossover chairs remember coats and names, silver spoons and little flames of sunlight trembling on the rim of every cup filled to the brim. The waiter folds the paper thin, the room lets mellow voices in, and outside on the cobbled lane, a tram goes by like gentle rain. Old facades in cream and stone hold 1,000 hours of their own, and every passing hat and glove moves as though the air were love. No one has to hurry here, time arrives and disappears, slow as cream in coffee swirled, soft as dust upon the world. This dreamy April afternoon turns every shadow into tune in the golden arrogant cafe. grow quiet and want to stay. Let the roses keep their place. Let the light rest on each face. By the canal where hours sway, I could live inside this day. A bicycle waits near the wall, patient in the amber fall of sunlight slipping through the trees with old cathedral dignity. Somewhere far a record plays with velvet edges, smoky grace, and the windows catch the gleam of a city dozing in a dream. I stir the sugar just once through, watch it vanish out of view, like all the worries I had brought into this room and then forgot. In the hush between the cups, all the noise of life gives up, and the smallest things appear clear as if they're meant to hear. This dreamy April afternoon turns every shadow into tune. In the golden arrogant cafe where hearts grow quiet and want to stay. Let the roses keep their place. Let the light rest on each face. By the canal where hours sway, I could live inside this day. Maybe joy is only this, the porcelain lip, the rose's kiss, a fragrance near a folded sleeve, a reason not to rise and leave. Maybe grace is afternoon, not too early, never noon, just the kindly hour that knows how a tired heart unwinds and glows. If tomorrow asks too much, I will answer with this touch of canal light, cafe air, and the peace still waiting there. So I gather every sign, the marble counter's patient shine, the lazy sax beyond the door, the heel clicks on the wooden floor, the mirror with its softened gold, the stories nobody has told, the drifting steam, the linen white, the tender middle of the light. If evening comes, it may come slow, with one last gleam on cups below. But for now the room is kind and leaves the restless world behind. This dreamy April afternoon turns every shadow into tune. In the golden arrogant cafe where hearts grow quiet and want to stay. Let the roses keep their place. Let the light rest on each face. By the canal where hours sway, I could live inside this day. Stay a little afternoon, do not hand the day too soon. Keep the canal in rose and gold, keep the coffee warm to hold. In the golden arrogant cafe where April learns to dream and stay, leave one song upon the air so I can find this feeling there.
A candle leans in closer while the coffee breathes its warmth. I found a small republic of calm inside a small coffee house interior, where porcelain and lamplight make a treaty with the rain. and every coat that passes carries stories in the grain. The waiter moves like midnight with a practiced kind of grace. A record turns in amber and puts patience in the space. Outside the windows shimmer with 1,000 softened gleams. Inside the room the piano folds the weather into dreams. Hold this quiet coffee house where the weary hearts can slow. Stay until the last cup cools, the last tram bell is gold. Stay until the river writes the parts we never told. Stay until the lamplit glass has gentled every ache, and all the weary evening knows exactly how to break. A woman with an umbrella leaves petals in the hall. A newspaper lies sleeping by the coat rack near the wall. The saxophone is velvet and the brushes barely speak, like footsteps on old bridges at the end of every week. I taste the dark roast quiet and the sugar of the hour. The city turns from iron into rain, reflected flower. No one needs a grand goodbye, the room already knows how evenings in old Prague become the way a memory grows. Hold this quiet coffee house where the weary hearts can slow. Stay a little longer now, the night is tender slow. Let the coffee house keep watch where softer sorrows go. Stay until the bridge lamps blur like halos on the stream, and every pane of weather learns to carry one more dream. When the river keeps our secrets and the bridge forgets our names, let the saxophone remember. Let the bass walk carefully between the hours we keep. Let the trumpet kiss the dark and tuck the rooftops into sleep. House where the weary hearts can slow. Stay until the room grows dim and all the chairs are kind. Stay until the rain leaves only silver in the mind. Stay until the final chord hangs quiet in the blue. And Prague, in all her evening grace, sings back a little to coffee steam, window rain, cobblestone and lantern flame. Old city, soft city, keep me in your frame tonight, tonight, tonight. yellow in the light. Their reflection on the teacups made the room feel warm and bright. Bruges was fresh with spring awakenings, water shimmering under stone. Yet in that cafe full of murmurs, you somehow made it feel like home. The curtain moved, the doorway sighed, a bicycle bell passed outside, and all the world seemed carefully arranged to bring you close to me. Tulips by the window, morning on the lace, quiet little heaven in a weathered place. Bruges was full of blossom, full of silver air, but none of it was lovelier than finding you there. Tulips by the window, coffee dark and sweet, springtime in the old town moving at our feet. If I ever lose this hour, memory will know love looked like your shadow where the tulips glow. The menu curled at every corner, the spoons were polished bright as rain. A radio behind the counter played a slow and tender strain. You asked me if the sky was clearing. I said it had been clear all day, because the second that you entered, every cloud had walked away. No grand confession crossed the room, just flowers leaning into bloom, and one warm look that let me know some truths arrive already so. Tulips by the window, morning on the lace, quiet little heaven in a weathered place. Bruges was full of blossom, full of silver air, but none of it was lovelier than finding you there. Tulips by the window, coffee dark and sweet, springtime in the old town moving at our feet. If I ever lose this hour, memory will know love looked like your shadow where the tulips glow. I have no diamond words to bring, no grand old cathedral bell to ring, just this: the room was changed by you, and spring itself seemed more than true. The clarinet can say the rest, how quiet joy can fill the chest, how one soft day in borrowed light can make the ordinary bright.
better than finding you there. Tulips by the window, coffee dark and sweet, springtime in the old town, moving at our feet. If I ever lose this hour, memory will know love looked like your shadow where the tulips glow. The tulips stayed, the sun climbed slow, and in their colors I still know how softly one fine morning grew, from old stone streets to me and you.
Nel vicolo stretto la musica gira come vento tiepido sopra la sera. Una finestra socchiusa, un balcone con i fiori, un'insegna che lampeggia tra i profumi e i corridoi. C'è un caffè nascosto bene, quasi timido a guardarlo, ma appena entri senti subito che potresti anche restarci. Vicoli e jazz, Roma mia, quanta pace in questa via, tra un lampione e un vecchio blu, sento il mondo andare giù. Vicoli e jazz, Roma mia, tieni il cuore in compagnia, per studiare, per sognare, questa notte sa restare. Una coppia beve piano, il barista gira il ghiaccio, il cantante sfiora appena una nota e poi un abbraccio, di pianoforte e contrabbasso, di silenzi ben tenuti, come quelle confidenze che si fanno solo ai muti. Vicoli e jazz, Roma mia, quanta pace in questa via, tra un lampione e un vecchio blu, sento il mondo andare giù. Vicoli e jazz, Roma mia, tieni il cuore in compagnia, per studiare, per sognare, questa notte sa restare. Se mi chiedi dove vado, quando il giorno pesa troppo, ti dirò dentro un locale dove il tempo si fa doppio, uno per quello che ho perduto, uno per quello che verrà, e nel mezzo questa musica che mi lascia libertà. Vicoli e jazz, Roma mia, quanta pace in questa via, tra un lampione e un vecchio blu, sento il mondo andare giù. Vicoli e jazz, Roma mia, tieni il cuore in compagnia, per studiare, per sognare, questa notte sa restare. Nel vicolo stretto, la musica
musica gira e Roma stanotte respira, respira.
A little candle on our table dances without a sound. The shadow of your lovely face falls softly all around. Outside, the city keeps its cold against the walls of stone. Inside, I only wanna stay where I am not alone. The piano in the corner plays a hesitant old tune, but your eyes always seem to know the place I'm going soon. Each sip of red wine tastes a little like a vow that this night will not be cruel to us if you stay with me now. The night moves slowly through the glasses and the prayer, and I do not want to lose the meaning waiting in your stare. Stay here with me until the song forgets its end, until the little candle forgets how not to bend. Stay here with me between the misted glass and dreams, because love is born most beautifully in quiet things. Outside the window, taxis pass like memories in gold, leaving trails of light across the wet and quiet road. We speak of life and hidden wounds and where the lost ones roam, and somehow every heavy thing grows light when you are home. Stay here with me until the song forgets its end, until the little candle forgets how not to bend. Stay here with me between the misted glass and dreams, because love is born most beautifully in quiet things. If time should come and knock upon our window in the night, tell it our story has not yet reached its final light. Stay here with me until the song forgets its end, until the little candle forgets how not to bend. Stay here with me between the misted glass and dreams, because love is born most beautifully in quiet things. She writes in the Lighthouse diary at the end of every watch, each ship that passed and the direction and the time in notch, the ones that answered her signal and the ones that didn't wave. She writes them all the same because they all deserve the save. She's been the lighthouse keeper since her husband's accident, and took the job because the light needed her ascent. She learned the language of the ships, the flags and the horn, and taught herself the weather, reading before each morning born. She wrote down every ship that passed without stopping or a sign, the cargo and the country and the longitude and line. The Lighthouse diary was a record of a world in motion past, a woman at the fixed point, watching everything contrast. One night a ship in trouble sent the code she'd learned to know, and she signaled back the harbor and the safe passage below. She wrote it in the diary on the simplest of the page, just the date and time and outcome and the ship's approximate age. The diaries are 30 volumes on a shelf inside the light. Each year a different handwriting as age changed left from right, but each one has the same opening line on January 1. Another year of watching, and the watching is not done. She wrote down every ship that passed without stopping or a sign, the cargo and the country and the longitude and line. The Lighthouse diary was a record of a world in motion past, a woman at the fixed point, watching everything contrast. Write down what passes by you with the careful, honest hand. The lighthouse keeper knew the record is how we understand.
He comes to tune the pianos after everyone has left, when the club has closed its curtains and the night begins its theft. He unplugs all the lamps because he says the light deceives. The ear hears differently in dark, the way the everybody breathes. He strikes each key in silence with his felt and tuning fork, and listens to the resonance the way that masters work. The piano tells him where it's been tonight within its strings, the weight of certain chords and all the things the evening brings. He said the light changes what the ear hears and the heart knows. The darkness is the truest tuning room, the silence shows. The man who tuned pianos in the dark was never wrong, because the night revealed the true pitch of every song. He was asked once in the daylight to explain his method strange. He sat beside the upright and he put the lamps in range, then turned them off and struck a note and said, "You hear the difference?" The room became a cathedral with a very new significance. He tuned for 40 years and left the pianos better than he found, because he understood that darkness is a very honest sound. No crowd, no light, no color, just the note inside the wire, and the man inside the darkness tending to the choir. He said the light changes what the ear hears and the heart knows. That darkness is the truest tuning room, the silence shows. The man who tuned pianos in the dark was never wrong, because the night revealed the true pitch of every song. Turn the lamps off once and listen to the note inside. The man who tuned in darkness left the truth behind. Langs de Amstel valt de regen, zacht als muziek op oude steen. In een café vol warme lampen zit ik met mijn dromen alleen.
De avond draagt een zilverwaas over water, brug en plein. Een oude grammofoon zingt zacht, alsof wij weer van vroeger zijn.
De ramen vangen druppels licht, de straat wordt langzaam blauw. En in de hoek speelt iemand piano
lied dat fluistert, blijf nog gauw. De bas loopt traag door stille uren, de sax zucht warm en laag.
En elke toon die binnenkomt, maakt mijn hart iets minder vaag.
Langs de Amstel in de regen,
laat de nacht mij zacht bewegen.
met een kopje koffie aan mijn zij.
Komt Amsterdam weer dicht bij mij.
Langs de Amstel in de regen,
Waar oude dromen samen zweven.
in het licht van een klein café.
Neemt de jazz mijn zorgen mee.
Een dame sluit haar rode paraplu,
Haar jas nog nat van buiten.
ze lacht alsof de wereld stil.
Even niet meer hoeft te sluiten.
De ober schenkt de avond bij,
In glazen vol van amberkleur.
de klok tikt langzaam aan de wand.
En mengt zich met de koffiegeur.
Buiten glijden fietsen langs,
Als schaduwen door natte straten.
maar binnen blijft de tijd hier staan.
Alsof hij ons niet wil verlaten.
Langs de Amstel in de regen,
Laat de nacht mij zacht bewegen.
met een kopje koffie aan mijn zij.
Komt Amsterdam weer dicht bij mij.
Langs de Amstel in de regen,
Waar oude dromen samen zweven.
in het licht van een klein café.
Neemt de jazz mijn zorgen mee.
Misschien verdwijnt de maan vannacht,
Achter wolken grijs en stil.
maar zolang de jazz blijft spelen,
Weet mijn hart nog wat het wil.
geen haast meer naar morgen.
Geen woorden zwaar of koud.
Alleen de stad, de regen,
En muziek die mij vasthoudt.
langs de Amstel in de regen,
Laat de nacht mij zacht bewegen.
met een kopje koffie aan mijn zij.
Komt Amsterdam weer dicht bij mij.
Langs de Amstel in de regen,
Waar oude dromen samen zweven.
in het licht van een klein café.
Neemt de jazz mijn zorgen mee.
De laatste noot blijft hangen,
Als mist boven de gracht.
Amsterdam zingt heel zachtjes.
Door de regen van de nacht.
Tuesday came in gray with all its rain, and I sat with the window and the pane. of nothing quite as wrong as it might seem, but everything adrift, awake in dream. I put the needle down on something blue, the kind of jazz that knows what Tuesday's through, with all its ordinary aching kind of melancholy living in the mind. Blue notes on a slow and rainy Tuesday, blue notes that help the slow old days find their beauty in the minor key, where all the best blue music waits for me. Blue notes, rainy day and slow jazz rhythm, everything between the here and there, and with them all the things that make a Tuesday sing. Blue notes are the only offering. The trumpet plays a phrase that knows the feeling of rain against the window and the ceiling, of a life that's mostly fine but sometimes gray, on an ordinary slow and rainy day. I make myself a cup of something warm and let the blue notes play against the storm, of nothing really wrong but nothing bright, just Tuesday and the music and the light. Blue notes on a slow and rainy Tuesday, blue notes that help the slow old days find their beauty in the minor key, where all the best blue music waits for me. The blues aren't only sadness, don't you know? They're where you go when life moves soft and slow, where the heart can feel its everyday weight and find that there is music even in that state. A rainy Tuesday needs its blue notes too. Not every day can be bright and brand new. Some days are for sitting with the gray and letting blue notes carry you away. By afternoon the rain has found its rhythm, and I have found my peace inside within. The blue notes and the trumpet and the bass have given Tuesday something like a grace. Not every week needs perfect sunny days. Sometimes the blue ones have their special ways of clearing out the heart and cleaning through, so everything shines brighter when it's blue. Blue notes on a slow and rainy Tuesday, the most beautiful kind of any day.
He came in after everyone had left for the day, and photographed the rooms in their most honest display. A coffee cup beside a chair, a book left face down there, a coat upon the hook that tells you someone was somewhere. He said that people ruin rooms as soon as they arrive. They arrange themselves for audiences and lose what makes them alive. But rooms alone remember everything that happened in the dent inside the cushion and the dust beside the pin. Every room tells you who was here if you know how to look. The photographer who shot interiors read every room like a book. He said a room without its people is more honest than with, because the objects left behind don't bother with the myth. His most famous photograph is just a kitchen in the late afternoon. A single chair pushed slightly back, a cup, a spoon of June. Nobody knows whose kitchen, or what city, or what year, but everyone who sees it says, that's exactly here. He printed everything in amber, which he said was right, because the truth of interiors is best seen in that light. Not the white of documentary or the dark of art, but the amber of a room that's lived inside a heart. Every room tells you who was here if you know how to look. The photographer who shot interiors read every room like a book. He said a room without its people is more honest than with, because the objects left behind don't bother with the myth. Look at any room you love before you leave it for the last. The rooms that hold your objects hold a photograph of past.
Little Budapest cafe, the day begins to bloom. Porcelain cups are waking in a lace and shadow room. Morning bustle, windows fogging, notebooks opening, life beginning to flow. Through the quiet window, silver morning starts to flow, and every chair remembers every soul it used to know. Old streets breathe in rhythm, soft and slow, hearts and coffee warm against the glow.
steam and cobblestone, footsteps hum a tune. Candles, cups, and city lights begin to gently smoke. In this old world room where tender hours remain, kavigers és macskakör, dalol már az út. Budapest is singing low through coffee, jazz, and rain. Pages turn like sparrows, pens begin their daily flight. Waiters glide like shadows through the amber-painted light. Maxkaker below us keeps the pulse beneath our feet, and the Danube hums a harmony both distant and complete. Every little clink becomes a vow. Time is old, but it belongs to now. Coffee, steam, and cobblestone, footsteps hum a tune. Vintage dreams are circling softly through the window smoke. In this faithful room where velvet memories remain, kavigers és macskakör, dalol már az út. Budapest is singing low through coffee, jazz, and rain. If you study, if you wander, if you work or simply stay, there is room beneath the lamplight for your heart to lose the day. Apron strings and folded newspapers, laughter, hats and gloves, all the tiny human weather drifting through the room we love. Szia, régi város, keep us for a while. Let the saxophone and river share the same slow smile. Let the gramophone remember every whispered name. Let the night arrive in satin and the embers stay the same. Evening comes like velvet blue along the river stones. Somewhere past the tram line, bells reply in tender tones. Still, the little cafe gathers every scattered thought, turning work to wonder and turning quiet into sought. Coffee, steam, and cobblestone, footsteps hum a tune. Hold this fading hour inside the candle's amber cloak. In this old Budapest room where gentle hearts remain, kavigers és macskakör, dalol már az út. Budapest is singing low through coffee, jazz, and rain.
He comes in at 6 when the building's still sleeping in the dark, and he knows every corner and the water stain and mark. He's been the janitor for 30 years of this one place, and knows its architecture better than the architect's face. He found a secret staircase in the year of 62, behind the boiler room and all the pipes of something new. He keeps it to himself, except for children on the tours, because some buildings have a private life behind their floors. He knew every corner better than the architects did, he said, because architects imagine and a janitor works every day. The janitor who loved the building, he cleaned, understood the art, that knowing something intimately means taking it to heart. He fixed a dripping pipe one night at 3 without a word that would have taken weeks for maintenance to be heard. He said the building talks to me, and when it makes that sound, it means it needs attention, and I'm already around. When they renovated in the 70s, he walked each floor and showed the contractors where every hidden thing was stored. They offered him a hard hat and a seat inside the plan, because nobody knew the building like the janitor man. He knew every corner better than the architects did, he said, because architects imagine and a janitor works every day. The janitor who loved the building, he cleaned, understood the art, that knowing something intimately means taking it to heart. Love the place you tend with all the care a building's earned. The janitor who loved his building left the place well learned. Of gold, a quiet hush, a story softly told. The river hums beneath the waking sky, and sleepy swans are drifting slowly by. In Lyon, where the narrow waters gleam, the cobblestones still hold the tale of dream. A little cafe breathes along the quay, with cups of light and whispers made for me. The baker's hand
curtains are dusted white with dawn. A newspaper unfolds, the night is gone. And from the bridge a bicycle bell rings, like silver sewn into the air of spring. Oh, morning light on the Lyon Canal, stay a little while, don't fade at all. Let the coffee steam and the soft horns play, like a tender kiss at the break of day. In this old cafe where the shadows fall, I can hear my heart through it all. Oh, morning light on the Lyon Canal, you make the world feel beautiful. The waiter sets a cup beside my hand, as if he knows the shape of every plan. The saucer sings, the spoon turns slow and bright, a tiny moon inside the velvet light. A lady laughs beneath her satin scarf, a poet folds a letter in half, and every face is painted by the sun, like timeless scenes from 1951. Oh, morning light on the Lyon Canal, stay a little while, don't fade at all. Let the coffee steam and the soft horns play, like a tender kiss at the break of day. In this old cafe where the shadows fall, I can hear my heart through it all. Oh, morning light on the Lyon Canal, you make the world feel beautiful. Bonjour, mon cœur, the city sings with buttered bread and sparrow wings. No need to hurry, no need to run. The day begins in shades of sun. The world outside may turn too fast, but here the golden hours last. And in the glow of cup and wall, I find a peace that answers all. Oh, morning light on the Lyon Canal, stay a little while, don't fade at all. Let the coffee steam and the soft horns play, like a tender kiss at the break of day. In this old cafe where the shadows fall, I can hear my heart through it all. Oh, morning light on the Lyon Canal, you make the world feel beautiful.
as the echo of a distant call. And in this glow, I almost understand how joy can fit inside a coffee cup and hand.
Morning light slides across the window pane, silver spoons and porcelain in the rain. A waiter moves as if he knows the tune. The city wakes beneath a pale blue noon. There's a hush between the cups and chairs, a little dream suspended in the air. In old Vienna, where the coffee steams, we gather up our faded golden dreams. Soft jazz circles through the candle glow, and time walks slowly where the old trams go. A lady reads a letter by the wall. Two friends exchange a laugh, quiet and small. The pastry case shines under amber light, and every face looks softer, warm and bright. The marble tables keep 1,000 tales of whispered names and winter-coated trails. In old Vienna, where the coffee steams, we gather up our faded golden dreams. Soft jazz circles through the candle glow, and time walks slowly where the old trams go. Learn that like smoke above the room, a violin dissolving all the gloom. Outside the street is damp with gentle grace. Inside the hour lingers in this place. Above the mirror marks the day, but nobody is rushing far away. The pages turn, the little teaspoons chime, and every note is honeyed, slow and fine. In old Vienna, where the coffee steams, we gather up our faded golden dreams. Soft jazz circles through the candle glow, and time walks slowly where the old trams go. Good night to streets of stone and cafe light. Good
good night to all who linger through the night. In old Vienna, where the hours softly flow, the jazz remembers all we used to know.
I write your name upon a napkin, white and thin, with coffee-colored ink and all the tenderness within. I do not know the language of the poets from the past, but every line I give you here is honest and will last. You read it slowly, then you smile in that familiar way, and every dim lamp in the room grows brighter where you stay. I know the world is never kind enough to spare us time, so let me spend this little night making your heart rhyme. The night moves slowly through the glasses and the prayer, and I do not want to lose the meaning waiting in your stare. Read this love letter on the white napkin in your hand. It may be small, but all of me is written in it as I am read. It slowly, keep it by your dreams when I am gone, so tomorrow you will know where my heart still belongs. Outside the window, taxis pass like memories in gold, leaving trails of light across the wet and quiet road. We speak of life and hidden wounds and where the lost ones roam, and somehow every heavy thing grows light when you are home. Read this love letter on the white napkin in your hand. It may be small, but all of me is written in it as I am read. It slowly, keep it by your dreams when I am gone, so tomorrow you will know where my heart still belongs. Not every poem rises from a book or fountain pen. Sometimes it blooms from cups and tables and comes alive again. Read this love letter on the white napkin in your hand. It may be small, but all of me is written in it as I am read. It slowly, keep it by your dreams when I am gone, so tomorrow you will know where my heart still belongs. Between the shelves of leather-bound old books, a quiet jazz trio plays in little nooks. The rain outside makes rivers on the glass, and customers come in to let it pass. An old professor selects a book of verse, a child finds adventure in the first, and jazz plays soft like something in a dream, not quite as real as it might always seem. Salzburg Bookshop, rainy afternoon, jazz and literature, a favorite tune, every book a world, every note a door into everything your heart is searching for. Salzburg Bookshop, amber reading light, piano keeping everything alright. Let the rain fall down on mountain stone. In this bookshop you are never alone. The lady at the register knows all, the name of every author on the wall. She recommends a title with a smile and says to come back in a little while. The pianist transitions to a waltz, and someone stops to hear without a pause. A bookshop full of jazz is twice the treasure, a doubled and a deeply given pleasure. Salzburg Bookshop, rainy afternoon, jazz and literature, a favorite tune, every book a world, every note a door into everything your heart is searching for. Where words and music live as one, where every reader finds the sun, even on the gray and rainy days. The bookshop and the jazz will always stay. Let the mountains catch the clouds, let the music say things out loud that books can only hint at gently, where stories live most eloquently. I find a book I've read a dozen times and sit beside the window with the chimes of church bells somewhere in the alpine mist, a city on the music lover's list. The afternoon extends beyond its clock, the jazz has put the hurried world in lock. I read the same beloved page again, and life feels rich and meaningful within. Salzburg Bookshop, jazz and rain, a place I would return to once again. Let the piano play its final phrase, and I will read in this bookshop always.
Nobody famous comes to the Velvet Blue on Tuesdays. Just people carrying the ordinary weight of their always. The bartender knows your order before you even sit, and the light is just low enough for the night to fit. A couple at the corner booth has run out of new things. They sit in the comfortable silence that a long love brings. And over at the bar, there's a man with a borrowed tie who looks like he's rehearsing something sad
to say goodbye. Tuesday night at the Velvet Blue. Nobody cares who you are. You're just a silhouette against a very patient bar. The music doesn't ask you what you do or where you've been, just pours itself around you like a very old routine. The pianist forgets himself between the 8 and 9. He disappears inside a run that doesn't need a line. We all lean in a little when a player finds that place where music stops performing and just breathes inside the space. By 11, all the stories in the room have been exchanged. Not out loud, but in the posture, in the way the chairs are arranged. We're all just Tuesday people in a velvet blue of nights, getting quietly untangled from our personal delights. Tuesday night at the Velvet Blue. Nobody cares who you are. You're just a silhouette against a very patient bar. The music doesn't ask you what you do or where you've been, just pours itself around you like a very old routine. Last call at the Velvet Blue, and everyone goes slow. There's something about leaving here you carry as you go.
I tucked it in on page 143 between the lines, where Fitzgerald says the light is green and all of time assigns a letter to nobody and nobody in particular, in the hope that someone beautiful might find it perpendicular. I wrote about the Tuesday when I saw you in the rain. You didn't see me seeing you, and I never saw again. I wrote it like a memory that needed to exist somewhere, even if the only place for it was in a book somewhere. Whoever finds this deserves to be loved, I wrote at the end, and signed it with the first name of someone else's friend. A love letter left in a library book travels further than most, from hand to hand to shelf, like a very quiet ghost. The librarian once told me that she finds them now and then, love notes, ticket stubs, and photographs of who knows when.
she keeps them in a box behind the reference desk, as evidence that love was here and people at their best. I went back to the library to check if it was found. The page was clean, the book was there, the letter not around, which means someone took it with them, which is everything I hoped, that someone found a love note and with it learned to cope. Whoever finds this deserves to be loved, I wrote at the end, and signed it with the first name of someone else's friend. A love letter left in a library book travels further than most, from hand to hand to shelf to shelf, like a very quiet ghost. Leave a letter somewhere beautiful before you close the book, because someone will find it who needed one to look. Dusty shelves and worn-out paper breathe their cedar linen sigh. Every spine becomes a doorway while the quiet passes by. Among the books, a borrowed silence grants the mind release. I let the room grow tender while the quiet starts to sing. In this slow and paper-scented room, let thought become a stream. Let the old jazz hold the evening, let the warm room slow my mind.